Hello?
Yeah, hi Hitesh.
Hello, Bhupinder.
Yeah. So Hitesh, just let me complete with Shivanand and then we'll go over the Excel that I prepared.
Okay.
Okay. So now currently in this flow, where is Hitesh exactly? What is Hitesh trying to do now here?
In the cancel flow,
Yes, the cancel flow.
yeah, Hitesh, you had some questions in the cancel flow.
No, I wanted to know actually, basically, we need either API for cancel, structure of cancellation, or how we want to handle the cancel. In my understanding, we should be calling some API which needs to be given by the EBS team.
Yeah, exactly. So Prabhu or Santosh, I think Santosh, Pani asked Santosh to hand over to Prabhu, and Prabhu will work on the API, and he will once he develops the
So so
EBS
so
API.
so here I'm going from the functionality flow process point of view, Hitesh. So if you imagine the storefront, uh, we have once the order is confirmed and in the OCC storefront, and later after some time, user logs in again and he wants to cancel his order. Then there is something called as in-flight cancellation button. He opens his order and clicks on cancel. Once he clicks on cancel, what is your role there?
So, in my understanding, once you click on cancel, something has to be triggered in OIC, which will be calling the cancellation API in EBS,
Uh,
which should mark the order as cancel in EBS.
okay,
Bhupinder can
so
tell me if my
let
understanding
me
is wrong.
no, no, let me stop you. So when you click on the cancel order in OCC, then that information, whatever you capture that background information that triggers from there, and you provide the input for the order cancellation API. And Prabhu takes that information from into the API, and he generates an RMA in EBS. Is it?
Yeah, I don't know EBS side how it will be, what exactly needs to be done, but I know that we will need to call some cancellation API from EBS team.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Hitesh. So Hitesh, what you need to do is when Prabhu gives you the REST API, you can ask him, you can get the waddle like we did for the other APIs, right? So with the waddle, you can prepare a JSON. It will be a very simple one, maybe just one field order number, and you give that information, the REST API call and a sample JSON to Subha. And then, so once you give that to Subha, then we'll have a discussion with Subha on what to do with it.
Okay,
Okay.
and the same goes for update.
No, no, update is different. So in the cancel, coming back to cancel, we really do not require any integration flow in OIC. You just need to facilitate the integration. Okay, uh, the handshake, you take the REST API from Prabhu, and if you want to test it with some sample payload, you test it and you give the details to Subha.
Okay.
What will Shubha do then?
Yeah, she will modify the screens to call the API based on the design what we have to do based on some design.
The design is not finalized.
No, we are waiting on the cancel API to be done.
So that is waiting on Prabhu.
Yeah, the cancel API is waiting on EBS developer.
Okay.
Okay, so the very first thing is I think now Prabhu is working on it. Earlier Santosh was working on it. So
Because
they
Prabhu has got a couple of questions. Actually, he's asking back to me like what he needs to do. That is where I wanted to get.
no, see, Suvanand, sorry, Shivanand, there is a order in EBS, and there is a call to cancel it, right? So he needs to
Okay.
create an API which has to cancel the order if it is in the states in which he can cancel in the status,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
If the status doesn't allow cancellation, then he needs to RMA it. So
Okay.
I don't know what else to explain in the requirement.
Oh, so you mean to say what status will allow it to do the cancellation? Submitted for fulfillment?
No, I'm talking about EBS status, not the OCC
Oh,
status.
EBS RMA generation is RMA will happen only after the sales order line is closed. Like sales order
Mhm.
gets created, entered, booked, shipped, ship confirmed, and AR invoice is generated. After that, the sales order line status changes to close. After sales order line status changes to close,
So,
you go,
so
you.
the cancel program should work when the order is in book status, when the order is in picked release status, when the order is in ship confirm status, and when the order is in close status. The user can invoke a cancel at any point.
I understand, Bhupinder, but we have only 1 week left, so there is a problem here. So we are going to pick up only one or two, flows, and we're going to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
you take any one of that, like however you want to do it, and explain it, Prabhu, what your expectations are.
Because stage-wise, if you want to cancel the order at book stage and ship confirm and the stages, it's not possible. Either you do an order cancellation at book. For that, I need to check with the Pioneer also on that. Either you do the cancel order at book stage, or you that is nothing but straight away cancellation order. It's nothing has to do with anything else. It doesn't even create an RMA when you do the cancellation at book stage. Order just
Yeah,
gets closed.
I think if it is not booked, if the materials have been moved, I think
Then
then it should be an RMA. That is what
yeah,
I.
when the material moves off from your inventory, then you do the return material authorization, wherein you also have a inventory receiving method into it. You have to receive the material in your inventory, and then RMA has to be created, and a credit memo will generate automatically, and that will go and apply against the original invoice.
Mhm. Yeah,
That is a flow.
yeah.
So that is the standard flow in EBS. But how are we going to link OCC flow with that RMA flow?
No, why do you link? Why do you want to link the OCC flow? So once you
Because
get
what are we going to demo? What are we going to demo?
once you get
I'm just thinking from the demo point of view. What flows are we going to demo to the
Yeah,
advanced
so
group?
that is a test case. So that is between you and Pani what test cases you want to cover, right?
Mhm.
So based on that, but you understood, right? It has to be a cancellation action. So there is an order. So you get an order number, EBS order number, and the API should cancel the order either through simple cancel or through RMA.
So I'll tell you here. I'll confirm. See, for example, for one of the case, I booked a create an order, and as soon as I create an order, order import API runs. Order gets into the book status in ABS. Okay, and when the order is in book status in ABS, I have not done any ship confirm or anything. It's just lying there. And at that moment of time, somebody cancels the order in OCC, initiates the in-flight cancellation. Then that will trigger an order cancellation API, and it will cancel the order straight away in the EBS when, because in the book status cancellation happens directly. Okay. And
Mhm.
second scenario where the order has been booked, shipped, and AR invoice is done and sales order line is closed. That is when you try to do the in-flight cancellation. Then it has to create a not only cancellation of order, it has to create an RMA order, generate an RMA order.
Mhm.
So are we showing that also?
I cannot say that's what I'm telling. I don't know what the test cases are. So
Okay.
what you are telling, two test cases from a
Yes.
project point of view, they are perfectly fine. Maybe in addition to do these
So
two, there are some.
I'll do one thing, Bhupinder. So in the meantime, because I have my point of view is, and I don't want to get into whatever the code exchanges happening like OIC or import API or cancel API, because there's
So
something
can
from
we
with
can
it.
we keep it very simple for the developer to cancel the order, and if cancel is not possible because of the state, he can do RMA. So will this not cover all and any scenarios what you are
Yes, it
thinking?
will cover. It will cover. See, again,
Yeah,
that is
so
what.
so let's close it
So,
at that, right?
so my situation is, so I have to visualize the flow. So once I visualize the flow, top end, I visualize the flow, and I know that this is what we are going to do. Then I'll try to back myself and try to connect the dots. Where are we? What is the development activity for this particular flow? Where it has come? Who is doing what? Then I can coordinate, or I can see where exactly the things are lying between. Suppose Hitesh has
Now it's
tomorrow.
clear, right? Now it is clear, right?
So now it is clear. Once again, available for call. I think I have a GR calling. So So no, I have some 50-60% of clarity now, Bhupinder, but this is what I will be doing. I'll knocking you sometimes personally. I'll call you up to get some clarity on whatever is happening. So now I have a call with Pani in some 1 hour's time from now. I'll finalize the test case scenarios. I'll have a discussion with him because this data, whatever you provided, gives me understanding of what technically it happens for the RMA and cancel audit and what level of involvement of Shubha, Hitesh, and Prabhu is there, and which where are the points where people are missing it. What? So let
Yeah,
me
so
have a
Shiva,
call with
this
him.
is yeah, so this is the Excel I wanted to go through with you and Hitesh. Okay, so these are the flows that I was developing till this 10 up till 90. Okay, and some of these are 100% designed, and some of these are like cancel and update are the two which are not 100%, and rest three are tax, credit card, and shipping.
Mm,
Okay, and so how to read this is, first of all, who is the developer for these components?
mm,
Okay, so either Prabhu has developed or I have developed, or there are some new components like cancel, tax, we don't need anything because we decided to use what I've already done. Then credit
mm,
card and shipping. So these three developers are cancel, maybe Prabhu is there, but yeah, so you can put the name.
mm,
And then here are the different stages. So first stage, these three columns is design stage. It consists of for your functional configuration and design and my integration design. So I've updated, and the responsibilities of first two are your name, third is my name.
okay, okay,
Okay,
I
so I've
understand that.
updated.
Next.
Okay,
Okay.
and wherever it is, like I did not have to do any integration design for EBS upload to OCC because it was manual. So
Mm.
the design and few other things are not applicable. Okay,
Oh,
and
okay.
suppose if you change this one, let's say customer is how much? Let's say 90% is done. So if you
Mm.
change the values, the color will automatically change in this Excel. Okay,
Okay.
so you can go ahead and do this, but why I wanted to show this is a development stage and this is a testing stage. And the responsibility in development is this EBS development, OIC development, OCC configurations, and OCC development.
Mm.
The EBS development is being done by this EBS developer, Prabhu or
Mm.
I or whoever is assigned.
Mm.
Okay. So that same guy, the EBS developer who is developing,
Mm.
is also responsible for doing the unit testing of EBS, this
Mm.
column. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. And coming back to development, the OIC is being done by Hitesh and Bhupinder. And in my absence, Hitesh will take care of this thing. Okay,
Okay.
any OIC related thing. And
Okay.
OCC configurations, it's almost done except for cancel, and these last three items are open, right?
I may have to reach out to you with OCC configurations for the tax and freight and discounts. I'll reach out to you because there's some changes we have to do on that.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
okay.
so let me just
So,
complete this. So, uh, so the
okay, go ahead,
OCC development, OCC development of our two types. One what I am doing, other what Shubha is doing. So actually this could have been two columns, but I have just clubbed into one for simplicity. So I am doing some integration coding, and Shubha is doing the screen. So she is doing the invoice screen, item 30, and she is doing the order screen.
Mm.
Okay, and some portions of the cancel.
Mm.
Okay, the widget in cancel.
Mm.
And the last three items I have done some integration for tax, credit card, and shipping.
Mm.
Okay, so this is the status. And Hitesh, this is the last item, OCC shipping integration is where you have to follow up on that SR.
Okay, yeah, I just talked to, like, wrote an email to this. Do you have this guy number by any chance?
Share?
Yeah.
No, Pani, you can check with Pani or Dave. They should have it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will.
Bhupinder, I think I have to get down. This Swati's thingy, I have to get into other call.
Okay. So
Okay,
I'll just complete it in 1 minute. Okay. So we completed just 1 minute. So this test cases, this integration testing, I was planning to do myself, but now Hitesh had to involve till the moment I am not there. So basically facilitating with all the team and testing it. And so Hitesh, you can, I'll tell you about this. So this is the complete functional thing, and this Excel sheet is in SharePoint. I've already shared the location, and you both of you can take ownership of this while I'm gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So Shivanand, I'm done from my end. You can log off. I'll just explain a little bit more to Hitesh.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks,
So
guys.
you have any questions out of this?
No, I don't have any questions out of this
My
because
only question was regarding the
my
update structure, but that's fine. We can discuss later.
I'll connect with you, Bhupinder, later on this.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Okay. So Hitesh, you want to stay back and discuss on this?
Yes.
Mhm. So Hitesh, so this integration, so I'm just focusing on where primary responsibility is my name. Okay. So the integration is the design is mostly done except for cancel and update. Okay. But other than that, and the last three are really specific cases, specific objects of integration. Um, so if we ignore the last three, you do not concern except following up the SR.
Okay.
Okay. And from this 10 to 90 is where you have been supporting in the OIC. And here this column I. So except the item 40, rest all is in your scope. Okay, except 40 till 90. Okay,
I
if you
see.
can see here. So these are the OCC development, OIC development and that we have done, the flows, and the customer flow and the invoice is 100% done. The order query is 100% done. Rest are item and orders submit is almost done from the OIC perspective. Okay, so all these percentages are self-explanatory, how much we have covered. Okay,
Right.
cancel and this thing. Maybe cancel we might not require, so this could be NA. EBS development we require, but we can directly call this REST API from the
So for
widget.
cancel, we might require something, but it will be just a pass through, right?
Yeah, if we require, we don't require anything, but if you want to create something just as a pass through, the JSONs of the source, destination, all the JSONs will be same, right? Only the even the return, the response JSON payload will also be same, right? Like there will not be any transformation. It will be just straightforward mapping
Okay.
in OIC. If you decide to do an OIC, but we really do not need any OIC to
So if
just
we
test
don't have
what.
any OIC, then how will the order will? Let's say somebody cancel from the front end, and we don't have any OIC, then how it will be marked in EBS?
Yeah, the widget will directly call the EBS API.
Okay, then we don't have to. I see.
Yeah. You can just test that API what Prabhu gives, give the URI and sample payload to Supha, and she will incorporate in her code.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And if she says this is failing, that is failing, then you patch up Subha and Prabhu and make them work together to resolve the issues.
okay, and how about update?
Update will discuss later.
Okay.
Okay. So for this week and maybe till Monday, Tuesday, I will be out of action. So that's why Shivanand had asked me to, like he was going to prepare. So I said I'll prepare it and give it to you guys. Okay, what the status I feel currently, and even so these are the complete flows. Okay, from 10 to 90.
Okay.
Okay.
I know you have put this Excel sheet on the SharePoint. Can you send it to me one-to-one email also?
Um, you can go and download it from SharePoint. Is it possible?
It should be possible, but then actually that's fine. I will go ahead and if that's a challenge, then I would just go. Just ping me the link here in the Teams. Can you do that?
So you can go to this knowledge share OCC,
Mhm.
and here is the OCC EBS integration tracker. Here is the Excel. I can, okay, let me share this link. I hope this works.
Yeah.
Chat. Okay. And so you can OIC development anyways, integration and OIC development you can take care. And the documentation, you remember we have a Excel sheet for OIC design. That is, I think, up to date, except maybe for update. Rest of things are up to date. And then um, OCC configs, we don't have to do any, except the last three items and something for cancel. So this is mostly taken care of. OCC development also, nothing, you just need to give the cancel REST API to Subha. And this is where the testing part, okay. So testing all the components, whatever we are doing, like customer is, so basically whatever Shiva is going to test it, take it from him and uh, do a testing, or just ask him to test, and if he faces any issue, to let you know and you try to resolve. If not, you just park it for me.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, but just push these guys for testing. Hasn't this been tested? These all flows. Okay, you know, see, if you see here, EBS development, what all is 100% done, 80%, 70%. So if you see the top, these ones, 10 to 70, these are almost done, the development and the integration also. Okay, OCC. So if you see this, what I have highlighted, this development is mostly done.
Okay.
Okay, so push this for testing by Shivanand. Okay, just ask him, have you tested these flows, and if they're, just write in my email, maybe initiate. So these flows are almost complete from the development perspective. Can you test it and let us know if there are any issues?
Okay.
Okay, just initiate that and then follow up daily.
Okay.
Okay, and cancel is in the development stage, and once the order submit is done, then we'll come and discuss on order update, or maybe by that time I'll be back. Some hours I'll be able to spend on OCC. Then we can together work on this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So for this project, the real challenges are the shipping. So I've done the complete coding in OCC. Okay, but we are facing some issues in the system, and that is why Shea has raised an SR. So like we have done everything we could from our end. Seems there is some, either there is some bug, or maybe we are missing some small thing in the development.
Okay.
But other than that, the development is mostly done for this OCC, this column K,
Okay.
50%.
Okay.
Okay, along with the configurations. And credit card, I have done, you are creating order, right? You can see that we can enter a dummy credit card and place the order,
Yeah, I
right?
tried that yesterday many times.
Yeah. So that one is, it's just a dummy payment. It's not going to any payment gateway or anything. So if Pani or Chris, they want to actually integrate with a payment gateway or PayPal, then we need to assign some developer to this and get it done.
Okay.
Okay, even if I'm back to this project with all the testing and all, I will not have time to do development for credit card.
Okay. I get it.
Okay, I'm just letting you know the status from my end.
Okay.
Okay, and anything else? So leave aside update for now. Rest all things I think are taken care of.
Okay.
And in fact, this on hand also I have tested it. Okay, I tested it once. It is working. And okay, Hitesh, one thing, important thing I want to tell you. So all the flows from EBS to OCC, like this 20 customer, and then item on hand, item price, order update. Okay, all this program flows from EBS to OCC. In order to trigger this, we have to call a concurrent program. We have to submit a concurrent program in EBS.
Content
Okay,
program, what is that?
it's a job. We have to submit a job in
Okay.
EBS.
Okay.
Okay, so if I give the name of the jobs, and there is something called a responsibility and name, So responsibility is like the menu.
Okay.
Okay. So if I give those names, Prabhu or Shivanand, they can run it. But I'm just telling you the process. In order to trigger it, we have to submit a specific job in EBS. And
Okay.
then it populates the tables, data in the tables. And then if your agent is up, it will poll for those table and start the flow.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll make a list of those programs as well,
Okay.
so that Shivanand or Prabhu, whoever is testing, they can run it. Okay.
Okay.
But from OCC to EBS, there is nothing of that sort. It's real time.
Okay.
Yes, that you've already tested, right?
Yeah.
The OCC to EBS flow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's all, Hitesh. And just take ownership of this and maybe sit with Shivanand every day for 10 minutes or 5 minutes to see if you guys have to discuss on any of the items, and maybe Shivanand can start updating the functional columns,
Okay.
right? All that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Fine, sounds good.
Yes, sir. If I have any question, I'll come back to
Yeah. Okay.
you. Okay. Thank
Yeah. Thanks, Hitesh.
you.
Bye.
Bye.